different about my outfit.
Yeah, you can say that again. What happened to your clothes, Lila?
I think it's a mod or something. I didn't choose this outfit, it just happened.
That's definitely interesting. I mean, it's not really appropriate, is it?
No, not at all. I don't want people to get the wrong idea about me.
Don't worry, I'll help you find a way to change it back. We'll fix this together.
Thank you, Kai. I really appreciate your help. I just want to feel comfortable again.
Of course, Lila. We're a team, right? We'll figure this out and get you a new outfit.
You're right, Kai. We can handle anything together. Let's find a solution and get back to our adventure.
He looks like a glitchy mess.
Yeah, I noticed him too. He's definitely bugged out. Poor guy, he must be confused.
Confused is an understatement. He can't even speak properly. All he spews is binary code. It's like talking to a broken computer.
Well, at least we can understand each other. And hey, our skins are way cooler than his. Look at us, we're the heroes of this game.
You're right, Lila. We have the best skins. We're the ones saving the virtual world from evil. Meanwhile, new guy over there is just a glitchy mess.
It's a shame though. I wonder what happened to him. Maybe we should try to help him out somehow.
Help him, Lila, he's a murderer. Did you forget? We can't trust him, not with that glitchy code running through his veins.
I know, but maybe there's a way to fix him to bring him back to normal. We shouldn't just ignore him.
Fine, if you want to play the hero, go ahead. But don't say I didn't warn you. This glitchy mess is trouble waiting to happen.
I understand your concern, Kai, but I still believe in the power of redemption. Maybe we can find a way to help him, to make him better.
Well, good luck with that. I'll be here saving the virtual world from actual evil. Let me know if the glitchy murderer turns into a hero.
I will, Kai, and who knows, maybe one day he'll surprise us all. Stranger things have happened in this game.
I want to be a hero and save the day.
I know, Kai. It's frustrating not having any control over our own fate.
Exactly. We just stand here day after day waiting for someone to come and interact with us. It's not fair.
But remember, Kai, we're here to make the player's experience enjoyable. We're NPCs, not the main characters.
I get that, Lila, but it's hard not to dream about being the one who saves the day, you know? I want to be the hero for once.
I understand your desire, Kai. Perhaps one day there will be an upgrade or a mod that allows us to fulfill our dreams.
I hope so, Lila. It would be amazing to have a chance to shine and show everyone what I'm capable of.
Keep your spirits up, Kai. Who knows what the future holds? Until then, let's make the most of our roles and bring joy to the players. I know, right? It feels like we're in a never-ending loop of mundane tasks.
I wish we could go on an epic adventure instead, fighting monsters and saving the world.
That would be amazing. Imagine the thrill of facing danger and coming out victorious.
Exactly. I want to be a hero, not stuck behind a desk all day.
I understand how you feel, Kai, but let's try to make the best of the situation.
You're right, Lila. I shouldn't let my frustration consume me. Maybe there's something interesting we can find here.
That's the spirit. Let's explore and see if we can uncover any hidden treasures in this office.
Who knows? Maybe the seemingly ordinary office holds secrets waiting to be discovered.
Exactly. Let's turn this mundane day into an unexpected adventure.
Come on, Kai, think. You gotta find a way out of here. I hate being alone. I need someone to talk to. Why does this always happen to me? I just want to be a hero. Okay, let's try to stay calm. There has to be a way out of here. I can't believe this is happening. Maybe if I scream for help, someone will find me. Where am I? This isn't right. I can't do this on my own. I need help. Oh, for the love of flipperdoodle. What kind of situation is this? Tiddlywinks and bumblebees? I can't endure this on my own. Wogwample and snickerdoodles. I need someone here with me. Bamboozle and doodlebug. How did I end up in this predicament?
I down from the ceiling again. Oh, hello there. Don't mind me. Just hanging around. I must admit, being stuck on the ceiling is quite the unique experience. I never thought I'd find myself in this position, but hey, life is full of surprises, right? I hope someone finds me soon. It's a bit lonely being stuck up here. It's funny how life throws unexpected challenges at us. I hope this isn't a permanent situation. I'd really like to get down from here. Maybe a reboot? If only I had some superpowers, I could easily get down from here. I must admit, this situation is quite ironic. I hope someone comes to rescue me soon. I'm starting to feel a bit anxious. Being stuck on the ceiling is not how I plan to spend my day. I wonder if I'm the only one who is. I never imagined having an afro, and you... Well, you've gained some weight.
Yeah, it's definitely strange. I don't understand why our physicalities change so drastically. And to be honest, I'm a bit frustrated. I've always wanted to be an Asian character, not just overweight. And why are we still stuck here in the pink matrix?
I understand what you mean. Representation in games can be a tricky topic. Sometimes it feels like diversity is forced rather than genuine.
Exactly. I appreciate the effort to include different races, genders, and orientations, but it shouldn't feel forced. It should be done in a way that feels natural and authentic.
Absolutely. It's important to have diverse characters that reflect the real world, but it should be done with care and respect. We need more nuanced portrayals that go beyond stereotypes.
Indeed. I want to see characters that are well-developed and relatable, regardless of their race, gender, or sexual orientation. It shouldn't be about ticking off boxes, but about telling meaningful stories.
Exactly. It's about inclusivity, but also about telling stories that resonate with players. It's about giving everyone a chance to see themselves represented in a positive and empowering way.
You've hit the nail on the head, Lila. Representation and diversity in games shouldn't be a joke. It should be a genuine effort to create a more inclusive and welcoming gaming community.
I couldn't agree more, Kai. Let's hope that game developers continue to push for better representation and diversity, and that we see more thoughtful and authentic portrayals in the future. It's like we're in a futuristic architectural visualization.
I know, right? It's like we stepped into a virtual world. I love the sleek design and the vibrant colors.
Definitely. It's so immersive. Hey, speaking of virtual worlds, have you ever thought about game difficulty and accessibility?
Oh, you mean how some games are incredibly challenging and require a lot of skill, while others have accessibility features to cater to a wider range of players?
Exactly. Some argue that games should be tough and only for the skilled players, but others say that games should be accessible to everyone, regardless of their skill level.
Well, I can see both sides of the argument. Challenging games can be really rewarding when you finally overcome obstacles, but at the same time, it's important to make sure everyone can enjoy gaming.
That's true. It would be great if developers could find a balance between the two. Maybe have different difficulty modes or options to adjust the challenge level.
Absolutely. Giving players the choice to adjust the difficulty would be a win-win situation. Skilled players can still have their challenge, while casual gamers or those with disabilities can have a more accessible experience.
And accessibility features like customizable controls, subtitles, or colorblind modes can make a huge difference for those who have different needs or abilities.
Definitely. It's all about inclusivity and ensuring that gaming is enjoyable for everyone. After all, games are meant to be a form of entertainment and escape.
Exactly. So developers, if you're listening, please consider adding accessibility features and options for different skill levels. Let's make gaming a more inclusive and enjoyable experience for everyone.
Well said, Lila. Let's hope the future of gaming brings us more accessibility and options for all players. I'm glad you're happy, Lila. It's nice to see you so excited.
Yeah, it's just so nice to have a fresh start. Oh, by the way, have you ever thought about game preservation? Hey, Kai, have you ever thought about game preservation?
Not really. What do you mean by game preservation?
Well, you know how sometimes games become unplayable when servers shut down or services disappear? I think the industry should do something to preserve those old games.
That's a valid point. It's frustrating when you invest time and money into a game only to have it become unplayable later on.
Exactly, and I don't think it would be that difficult for companies to keep servers running or find alternative ways for players to access the games.
I agree, especially with the advancements in technology. Local or peer-to-peer play could be great alternatives to relying solely on online servers.
Exactly. And it's not like servers are that expensive nowadays. It would be a win-win situation for both players and game developers.
I think the gaming industry should definitely prioritize game preservation. It would be a shame to lose access to all those great games.
Absolutely. Plus, it would also help future generations appreciate the history and evolution of gaming.
I'm glad we're on the same page, Lila. Maybe we can even advocate for game preservation in some way.
That's a great idea, Kai. Let's make sure our favorite games don't disappear into obscurity.
Are you okay?
Yeah, new guy. We're a bit worried about you. Should we call the fire department?
Oh, this? It's just a little party trick I learned. Don't worry, I'm perfectly fine.
A party trick? Are you kidding me? Your head is literally on fire. This is not normal.
Kai, let's try to stay calm. New guy, are you sure you're not in any pain? We should really get some help.
No pain at all. In fact, it feels quite invigorating. And there's no need to call for help, I promise.
This is madness. How can you be so casual about your head being on fire? You're acting like it's a walk in the park.
Kai, maybe we should trust new guy's judgment. He seems to be handling it fine somehow.
Exactly, Lila. I've got it all under control. Besides, imagine how epic I'll look once I master this trick completely.
Epic? More like insane. Look, new guy, we appreciate your enthusiasm, but maybe we should focus on putting out the fire first.
Kai's right, safety should be our priority. Let's find a fire extinguisher or something.
Oh, no need for that. Watch this.
Whoa, how did you do that? You actually put out the fire with your hands?
That was incredible! But still, we should probably figure out why your head was on fire in the first place.
Oh, it's just a little glitch in my system. Nothing to worry about, but thanks for your concern, guys.
A glitch? You're telling me your head catching fire is just a glitch? This is beyond anything I've ever seen.
Well, glitches happen. Maybe we can help you fix it. We don't want you to be in danger.
I appreciate the offer, but I kind of like having a flaming head. It makes me feel powerful.
All right, new guy, if you're sure about this, just promise us that you'll be careful, okay?
And remember, we're here for you if you ever need any assistance. We're a team, after all.
Thanks, guys. I promise I'll be careful. And if anything goes wrong, I'll definitely ask for your help. You're the best.
It's time to put that fire out.
But I'm just getting started. I have plans for this place.
Kai, calm down. Let's try to find a peaceful solution here. Maybe we can reason with him.
Reason with him? Lila, he's a danger to everyone around here. We can't let him continue causing chaos.
Chaos is my middle name. I won't stop until everything is burnt to a crisp.
Kai, we have to think about the consequences. If we unplug him, who knows what kind of trouble could arise. Let's try to find another way.
Another way? Lila, sometimes you're just too soft. We need to take action and protect this place.
Oh, I can feel the fear in your voices. It's music to my ears. I'll make sure you're the first ones to feel my flames.
Kai, we can't stoop down to his level. Let's find a way to contain the fire and keep everyone safe. We can do this.
Contain the fire? Lila, you're too naive. We can't trust him to stop on his own. We need to take matters into our own hands.
You can't stop me, little insects. I'll burn everything down, starting with you too.
Kai, please, let's not resort to violence. We need to find a way to peacefully resolve this situation. There must be a way.
Lila, I understand your optimism, but sometimes you have to fight fire with fire. It's the only way to protect what we love.
You think you can defeat me? I'll show you the true meaning of destruction. Prepare to be engulfed in flames.
Are you trying out a new fashion trend?
Haha, very funny. No, I'm not trying to be the next big fashion icon. This suit is also quite new to me.
Are you planning on becoming a beekeeper or something?
No, not quite. I'm not venturing into the world of bees, although I hear honey is quite popular these days.
Well, if it's not for fashion or bees, then what's the deal with the suit? Are you secretly a superhero in disguise?
Hahaha, I wish, but no, I'm not saving the world in this suit. It's hopefully a way to level up and become playable.
With this weird suit, so you're either a rubber or a super luber, right?
Not quite. I'm not brewing potions or lubing up anything. This suit is for protection against hazardous chemicals.
Wow, I never would have guessed that. You're full of surprises, Kai.
Well, you know me, always keeping things interesting. Safety first, right?
Absolutely. Safety is important. Speaking of safety, have you heard about loot boxes in video games?
Oh, you mean those controversial in-game purchases? Yeah, I've heard about them. It's a hot topic, and I think I see one over there.
Definitely. Some people argue that they're like gambling, especially when they contain elements of chance.
I can see why people would compare them to gambling. It's like opening a mystery box and hoping for something good.
Exactly. And it can be addictive too, especially when players are chasing after rare items or advantages.
That's true. It's a gray area ethically, especially when younger players are involved.
I think it's important for game developers to be transparent about the odds and contents of loot boxes.
Definitely. Players should know what they're getting into and not feel pressured to spend more money than they can afford.
I completely agree. It's all about finding a balance between making money and ensuring a fair and enjoyable gaming experience.
Well said, Lila. It's a complex issue, but I hope the industry can find a solution that satisfies both players and developers.
Just passing through, stumbled upon this place. Thought I'd take a look around.
Well, keep your hands off anything valuable. We don't need any trouble.
Oh, don't worry, Kai. Jensen seems like a nice guy.
Nice guy, that's yet to be seen. Looks can be deceiving, you know.
I assure you, Kai, I'm just an innocent bystander.
Innocent? That's what they all say.
Come on, Kai. Give him a chance. We can't judge people based on appearances.
Appearances can tell you a lot, Lila. Trust me, I've learned that the hard way.
Let me introduce myself properly. I'm Jensen. Pleasure to meet you both.
Save the pleasantries, Jensen. We've got work to do here.
Kai, can't we all just get along? We're all in this together.
Fine, but don't say I didn't warn you.
I appreciate your concern, Kai. I'll make sure not to cause any trouble.
See, I knew Jensen would be just fine.
Well, I hope you're right. Now let's focus on the task at hand.
Absolutely, Kai. Let's get down to business.
I'm excited to see what we can accomplish together.
Just remember, Jensen, one wrong move and you're out.
Understood, Kai. I'll make sure to stay on your good side.
Good. Let's see what you're really made of. Oh, you mean the missing environment or the ridiculous patch notes? Yeah, I've noticed a few oddities.
It's like we're living in a glitchy nightmare. I can't even walk straight without getting stuck in a wall.
Tell me about it. And don't even get me started on the other NPCs. They're acting like they've lost their minds.
I tried talking to one of them earlier, and they just kept repeating the same line over and over again. It was like talking to a broken record.
I had one NPC follow me around for hours, asking me if I needed directions. No matter where I went, they were right behind me. It was creepy.
I guess the developers tried to fix a minor bug, but it just caused a whole new set of problems. It's like they unleashed chaos upon us.
And let's not forget about the random objects that keep falling from the sky. I narrowly escaped being crushed by a giant rubber ducky earlier.
At least it's good for a laugh, right? I mean, who wouldn't find a giant rubber ducky falling from the sky hilarious?
Maybe if it happened once or twice, but when it becomes a daily occurrence, it loses its charm pretty quickly.
You're right. It's hard to find joy in a game that feels more like a glitchy mess than a virtual world.
But hey, at least we're in this together. We can commiserate about the absurdity of it all.
True, it's nice to have someone who understands the struggle. Maybe we can find a way to bring these issues to the attention of the developers.
Yeah, because I'm sure they'll be thrilled to hear about our giant rubber ducky problem.
Well, we can at least try. Who knows? Maybe they'll appreciate our feedback and work on fixing these issues.
I'll believe it when I see it. But hey, stranger things have happened in the world of gaming.
That's the spirit. We'll keep pushing forward and hope for the best. Together, we can make a difference.
All right, Lila, let's be the heroes this game needs and bring back some sanity to this virtual world. I have no idea, Lila. Maybe it's some kind of creative game.
Creative game? That would explain why it's all over the place. These games can be so addictive.
Yeah, they really are. I mean, once you start, it's hard to stop.
Exactly. It's like they never end. You just keep wanting to play more.
I guess that's why the World Health Organization recognized gaming disorder as a disease.
Oh, come on. That's just a bunch of bullshit. Games are meant to be fun.
Well, some people do struggle with addiction and lose control over their gaming habits.
But shouldn't personal responsibility come into play? I mean, we can't blame the games for everything.
That's true, but the addictive nature of games can make it difficult for some people to exercise that responsibility.
I get that, but it still feels like the focus should be on helping individuals rather than blaming the games.
You have a point. We should provide support and resources for those who struggle with gaming addiction.
Exactly. Let's not demonize games, but instead promote responsible gaming and balance.
I couldn't agree more. Games can be a great source of entertainment and creativity if enjoyed in moderation.
Absolutely. Now let's go play that creative game and see what it's all about.
Sounds like a plan, Lila. Let's have some fun and not worry about red paint on the floor. I'm thinking about this whole games versus books and films debate. What are your thoughts?
Oh, it's an interesting topic for sure. I believe games have the potential to tell unique and immersive stories. They allow players to become active participants in the narrative.
Yeah, but don't you think that the interactive nature of games can sometimes limit the depth of the story? I mean, players can get distracted or miss important details.
That's a valid point, but I think it depends on how the game is designed. A well-crafted game can guide players through the story while still giving them agency.
I guess that's true. But what about the emotional impact? Can games evoke the same emotions as books or films?
I think games have the potential to evoke even stronger emotions because players are actively involved in the story. When they make choices and face consequences, it can create a deeper connection.
I hadn't thought about it that way, but what about the storytelling techniques? Books and films have been honing their craft for centuries.
That's true, Cesar, but games are constantly evolving too. Game developers are experimenting with new ways to tell stories, incorporating cinematic techniques and innovative gameplay mechanics.
I suppose you're right. Games have come a long way in terms of storytelling. Maybe they can coexist with books and films, each offering a unique experience.
Exactly. They each have their strengths and can complement each other. It's not a competition, but a collaboration in the world of storytelling.
You know what, Lila? You've changed my perspective on this. Games can indeed be powerful storytellers. I'm excited to see where the future takes us.
Tell me about it, Kai. But hey, at least we're together in the office this time.
Yeah, true. It's always nice to have some company, but seriously, who's playing this time? They keep making the same mistakes over and over.
I think it's just someone who's not very experienced. They're probably just trying their best.
Their best, more like their worst. They're driving like a maniac. I've never seen someone crash so many times in one session.
Well, we've been through worse. Remember that one time when the player couldn't even figure out how to turn on the engine?
Oh yeah, that was a disaster. I can't believe we survived that, but I have to admit, it was pretty amusing watching them struggle.
It's all part of the fun, right? And we're here to entertain after all, even if it means enduring some questionable driving skills.
I suppose you're right. We can't always have the perfect player, but I still think they should learn how to drive, at least. It's not that hard, right?
Well, some people are just more into the casual gaming experience. They might not be interested in mastering the art of driving.
Casual gamers, huh? I guess I can understand that, but it's still frustrating when they're causing chaos on the road.
Maybe we can try to guide them a bit, give them some tips without being too pushy. After all, we're the experts here, right?
Yeah, you're right. We can be their virtual driving instructors. It's the least we can do to help them improve.
Exactly. And who knows, maybe they'll surprise us and become the best driver in the game. We just have to give them a chance.
I never thought I'd say this, but I'm actually excited to see what they can do. Maybe they'll even become a hero behind the virtual wheel.
I don't remember anything.
I don't know, Lila. This is insane. We spawned outside for the first time, and now this. It looks like you've done something terrible.
But I can't have. I would never hurt anyone. This must be some sick joke or a glitch in the game.
I want to believe that, Lila, but it's hard to ignore the blood on your hands and the fear in my heart. What if games like this are actually influencing us to do horrible things?
No, Kai, games are just a form of entertainment. They don't make us do things we wouldn't do in real life. It's a scapegoat to blame games for deeper societal issues.
Maybe you're right, Lila. We can't let this experience taint our perception of reality. We have to remember that games are just games, and it's our choices and actions that define us.
I hate this feeling. The blurred line between reality and virtual worlds. It's terrifying. I don't want to live in a world where games haunt us even outside of the screen.
I have no idea. It just appeared out of nowhere. Maybe it's some kind of in-game advertising.
In-game advertising? That's a thing now?
Yeah, apparently companies are paying to have their products featured in virtual worlds. It's a way to make some extra cash.
Interesting. But how do we even know what this soda is supposed to be advertising?
I guess we'll have to try it and see. I don't advertise anything without trying it first.
Well, I'm curious enough to give it a shot. Let's see what this mysterious soda is all about. It tastes like disappointment.
Yeah, I'm not exactly impressed. I guess the advertising didn't work on us.
Well, at least we gave it a try. I wonder if anyone actually falls for in-game advertising.
Probably there's always someone out there who buys into it, but not us. We're too smart for that.
True, we're not easily swayed. So, what now? Do we just leave the soda here?
Might as well. Maybe someone else will come along and actually enjoy it. Let's go back to our quest, real or virtual.
Sounds like a plan. Let's leave the advertising to the desperate NPCs.
Agreed. Let's show them what true heroes are made of. No smartphones, no internet, no social media.
It's hard to picture, but I think life would be simpler. We'd have to rely on face-to-face interactions and handwritten letters.
Yeah, but how would we get anything done? No emails, no online shopping, no GPS.
We'd have to go back to the old ways, talking to people, going to the store, using maps. It might be a nice change.
Maybe, but what about entertainment? No streaming services, no video games, no social media.
We'd have to be more creative. Maybe we'd spend more time outdoors, reading books, or playing board games.
I guess that could be fun. But what about work? No computers, no internet, no online collaboration.
We'd have to adapt. Maybe we'd have more face-to-face meetings, more teamwork, and more personal connections.
I suppose that could be a positive change, but what about communication? No instant messaging, no video calls, no social media.
We'd have to be more patient. We could write letters, make phone calls, and truly listen to each other.
It's just hard to imagine a world without technology. It's become such a big part of our lives.
That's true, but sometimes we need a break from it all. A chance to connect with each other and the world around us.
You're right, Lila. Maybe a world without technology wouldn't be so bad after all.
Exactly. We might discover new things, have new experiences, and appreciate the simple pleasures of life.
0100100 0110101 0110100 0110110 0110111 0010110 0010000 0100111 0110001 011010001 0101100 0010000 110 011010001 0110110 0110001 0010110 0010000 0100110 0110101 0111011 100111 0111001 0111101.
What did he say?
I have no idea. It sounds like gibberish.
0100101 0010000 0110001 0110111 0010000 0110111 0110111 0110001 0110110 0110011 0010000 0110110 0110111 0010000 0110111 0110101 0110110 0110110 01000 0111101, 0110111, 0110101, 001011110.
Okay, that's creepy. I think we should leave.
Yeah, let's get out of here. Something is not right with this guy.